Happy Friday, Belzer. It's time for our morning announcements. I'm Sophia, and I'm here to give you the latest in Belzer news. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Today is Thursday, August 18th. It is National Potato Day. Today's lunch menu is honey barbecue rib sandwich, ravioli with meat sauce and garlic toast, ham, turkey and cheese chef salad, turkey bacon ranch wrap, baked beans, and sweet potato fries. In the news today, U.S. Olympic swimmers Gunnar Bentz and Jack Conger were taken off their plane and questioned by police after they claimed they were robbed in Rio. Authorities also demanded that swimmers Ryan Lockett and James Fine stay in Brazil, but Ryan Lockett is already back in the United States. The swimmers have been ordered to surrender their passports, according to the BBC. The Navajo Nation is suing the Environmental Protection Agency. Here is CNN with the full report.
Sacred to the Navajo people than water. So they were devastated last year when an accident at the abandoned Gold King mine sent 3 million gallons of heavy metal sludge coursing into the Animas River and its tributaries, turning the rivers yellow with contaminants.
We still honor and respect the river, but we know that it's been damaged and that this water is hurting. And it will be hurting until EPA does substantial cleanup. That has not happened.
Today we've come to this point of having to go this route, of suing the United States government, EPA.
The spill touched 3 states, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah. The EPA says the water is safe, but every time there's a heavy rain, the Navajo worry that the heavy metal pollutants, including arsenic and lead, will be dredged up into the surface water again.
Last year our corn was really tall, taller than me.
Many Navajo farmers, like Everett and Bertha Etsity, still don't trust the water to irrigate their crops.
To me, it's not safe anymore. You know, even just to go near it is kind of like, yeah, that means, scary,
They also worry about potential long-term effects of those toxic chemicals in the watershed.
How has the spill changed the relationship of the Navajo people to the river? Now having it impacted in this manner and that sort of throwing into question the health of the food, the potency of our prayers, and the effectiveness of our ceremonies. Now it's been transformed into potential threat.
The EPA has devoted significant resources to the spill, more than $29 million. But an agency spokeswoman said they cannot comment on the pending legislation. Navajo leaders say they want more real-time monitoring of the quality. They believe the environmental disaster has not received the kind of attention that was given to contamination of the water supply in Flint, Michigan.
They see us as Native Americans and with no political pull, with no political friends. I told my nation, we will stand up against anybody, federal, private, whoever causes. We will no longer just look the other way.
Uber will start using self-driving cars in the next few weeks. For a while, the self-driving cars will be supervised by a driver to make sure everything runs smoothly. Target is spending $20 million to expand bathroom options at their stores in the U.S. in response to the boycott over their policy that allows transgender customers to use the bathroom of their choice. Here is CNN Money with more information.
Public bathrooms might seem so simple. One for men, one for women, and everyone gets to go. But in the United States, there's actually a long and complicated history of people fighting for the right to pee in private and in peace. It started with cholera outbreaks in the 1800s. That's when London, and then the rest of the world, realized that doing your thing on the street shouldn't, be a thing. The public bathroom followed, and so did the ongoing fight over who gets to use it and exactly what it should look like. Women were an early focus. Back in the late 1800s, lots of people were uncomfortable with the idea of women being in public at all, much less using restrooms alongside men. So state regulations of factories created restrooms specifically to keep men and women apart. Next was race. The infamous Jim Crow laws after the Civil War created separate restrooms for white and colored people. These racist laws started to be overturned with a Supreme Court decision in 1954. Yet segregation continued. In the 1980s, the HIV/AIDS epidemic caused an outcry over gay men using public toilets, since the public wrongly assumed the disease could be caught by using the toilet after an HIV-positive person. And for Americans with physical disabilities, bathrooms big enough for wheelchairs weren't mandated by federal law until 1990. Now the debate is about transgender rights. You've probably heard some cities and states are trying to make it illegal for transgender people to use the public toilet that matches their gender identity. Maybe that debate seems new, but look at the history and you'll see that toilets have a long and curiously important place in American politics.
Here's the current top 5 in the Olympic gold medal count. Russia with 12 gold medals, Germany with 13, China with 20, Great Britain with 22, and in first place, of course, the United States with 35 gold medals. The U.S. has already won 100 medals so far in the 2016 Olympic Games. Now to Claire with the sports and weather update.
Good morning, Bruins. Today's weather is going to be a high of 84 degrees and a low of 68 degrees with scattered thunderstorms. In sports, 7th grade volleyball lost, but 8th grade won. Girls cross country defeated Fall Creek Valley, but boys lost. Boys soccer tied and girls soccer wins. 7th grade football won, but 8th grade lost. Great job, Bruins. Now back to our anchor.
Thank you, Claire. All teachers who have been asked to complete evaluations for students invited to National Junior Honor Society need to put all evaluation forms in Miss Sam's mailbox today. All 8th graders who have been invited to be in National Junior Honor Society need to hand in all of your forms to Miss Sam in D200 today. Here's today's interesting fact. The first movie ever made was a 50-second silent video of a train called Arrival of a Train. On this day in history in 1909, the first race was held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our quote of the day is from Jimmy Dean, who once said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination." Now to Mr. Harsher with the rest of your morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. Love that quote. We can't always control the things that happen to us, but we can control how we react and make a choice about how we're going to respond to that. So I like that quote. Kind of stuck with me this morning. A couple quick announcements. One, I just want to give some praise to all of our student athletes that were on display last night here at Belzer. I had an opportunity to watch a little bit of 7th and 8th grade volleyball. I got to watch some of our 8th grade football team, and I got to watch both of our boys and girls cross country. Soccer, I know, was also in action across the street, and I heard good things about that. Our cheerleaders were out there. I was just so proud of the way not only that our student athletes competed and the success that we had on the field, but even more importantly with the sportsmanship and the character that I saw from all of our students and our coaches. So I just wanted to thank all of us, all the students and coaches that were involved. Also want to say a big thank you to all of the administrators and counselors and teachers that were out helping sell tickets or just supporting our students. It was a great night for Belzer. So again, I appreciate all of you and your hard work. I also want to make an announcement about laptops. I said this yesterday, but again, I want to reinforce from this point on, moving forward, students, if you have issues with your Chromebook or if you need to get a Chromebook because you now have your yellow form signed, you need to do that in the technology room, which is A102. That's in the main hallway where that main hallway runs into the A hallway right there on the corner by the restrooms, our technology room. We don't have a sign up outside that room yet, but A102 is the room. So that's where you need to go. No more reporting to the media center from this point on. Lastly, guys, I just want to put a date on your radar. I know you've heard a little bit about it already, especially some of you athletes, but September 2nd is a Friday. It's coming up here pretty quick. Our Youth Lawrence Football League will be participating. Belzer and Fall Creek Valley will be participating, and then Lawrence North and Lawrence Central will be participating in some football contests at Lucas Oil Stadium, and that means we've got some performing arts students, some cheerleaders, some football players and coaches who are going to have an opportunity to perform on Lucas Oil Field at the stadium where the Colts play, and it's a pretty awesome evening for Lawrence Township. So I'm going to put some information out on the Sunday night call for your parents, but I wanted to put that date out there. You're going to be hearing some information from Mr. Connors, our athletic director, about fan buses and opportunities for you to buy tickets and go down with your friends on that Friday afternoon to have a great night for Lawrence Township. So I hope everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend as well. Have a good day.